Today we're drafting which NBA player you would most want to babysit your children.
I have an answer, and I think that you'll probably think it's like a counterproductive answer, but hear me out on this one. Isaiah Stewart. If you give him the job of watching your child, I wouldn't want to be messing with that child. So I think that he'll have my child's back, and he'll probably do a very good job.
Okay, I mean, I like that you can justify that, but that's a horrible pick. Frankel, you're up.
I'm gonna go with Nikola Jokic. I just think he has a very soft touch. He's very careful with everything that he does, and yeah, he just seems like a very straight guy. Straight shooter.
I think he'd be a little too lackadaisical.
I guess it depends if we're talking
But he's
about
got the vision, dude. Like, if you don't
3-year-olds.
think he's paying attention, and then the kid's falling behind him, he's like, "Oh, I got him! I got him!"
That's a good point.
He's got the
He sees
vision.
everything.
It's a good point. I was envisioning like a 4-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 12-year-old. That's what I was envisioning.
I think he would do better with the older kids, but yeah, maybe the infants, maybe not.
To go to keep the theme going of what I'm wearing, I'm gonna draft a easy pick, Chris Paul. Responsible guy. They say he's a great father. That's what they say. He's got like the kid. His kid used to be in his commercials, remember, or something like that. He used to bring his kids onto the podium. And he's already kind of like a babysitter on the court. He's always like telling people where to go, and what to do.
I mean, saying Chris Paul like kind of inspires me to say that like maybe you can't draft LeBron and Curry and like all these guys who like bring their kids to the podium.
Well, I don't know if they'll necessarily be good
I don't
babysitters.
know. I mean, like LeBron like and his staff would be a good babysitter. I'm sure they would do a fine job.
You're not getting his staff. You're just getting LeBron. I think LeBron's actually a bad call. I think like kids would walk all over LeBron. He'd try and be like the fun dad.
Sure.
Yeah, but like they're not getting into like too much trouble. It's not like LaMelo Ball and it's like, oh, let's drive this through this red light and see what happens.
That's so funny. And he hops out and jumps into a Lambo. What a life!
Man, I don't know if I can beat Isaiah Stewart. Like should I just come back with Miles Bridges and just like,
let me just say something. You don't think if you have Isaiah
just
Stewart,
bring up the whole Hornets team.
You don't think if you draft Isaiah Stewart, there's a chance you come home and your kid's got a broken leg and Isaiah's like, I told him to go to his room.
There's a chance, but it's like, if someone's breaking into the house, like I wouldn't want to break into that house. Where it's like, if it's Chris Paul, like I'm sure he'll do fine. I just not beef stew fine.
Take your second pick.
Start thinking. Like, we can go like history, right? Like we can go back in the day.
As long as they're somewhat recent, don't give me like Delambier.
Somewhat recent, okay. Okay.
They do.
I'm gonna take Shaq. I think he'd just be a good time for the kids. I think they'd have a fun time. Yeah, big guy. Like you can also same thing with beef stew. I don't think he's like aggressive, but I think he's gonna protect the kids, but also they're all gonna have a great time with Shaq.
Also seems like a great dad. He's like always like doing DJ stuff with his kids and like pranking them. Yeah, great pick.
I kind of want to say Giannis, but I feel like that's just the superstars are too easy.
I think it's a good pick.
But Giannis, he just like I feel like he's a good
Fair
dad.
enough. I think that's a good pick. Though. Did you see the video over All-Star Weekend of like Kawhi like balling and like Giannis's kid was like giving him thumbs up like to Kawhi and Giannis like grabs his thumbs and like turns them down because Giannis was coaching. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with Josh Giddey.
Okay.
I don't know if you've been following the news the last few years.
I think it's time for my child to grow up. And
I don't know if you guys realize we're picking up players who you want to babysit your dad, not players who don't want to babysit your dad.
It's time for them to grow up. Become a man.
I guess I'm up. I have someone who probably should have been drafted a while ago. This guy, he might be a little too old in terms of like played too far back, but this guy was just solid, just a solid dude, someone who you trust, someone who's reliable, someone who, isn't going to do anything too extreme. And I'm going to draft Dan Dickau.
Dude, Dan Dickau's in the Epstein files.
You know what you're going to get with Dan Dickau.
You didn't know?
Who isn't?
It's not going to be a crazy night with Dan Dickau there.
What a pull.
Did you just make up that name? Or is that a real
I was debating
person?
between him and
he was on the Cavs.
No, real person, dude.
He was on the Cavs.
Real person.